Hello, farmers, and welcome back to Chambergo. Middle of winter. We're in the month of December, and I really just want to get on through the winter months. I don't want to do a whole bunch of work, but really the only thing I could do is grab the wool and the milk and bring that on down to the production buildings. But last episode, I was asking about the collectibles, and unlike the questions on buying the grain mill and then the bakery, where pretty much it was a unanimous decision to buy those, on the collectibles, it was pretty much even of not collect them at all, collect all of them, collect the ones that are only on our property, or collect them as we need the cash. So since it was pretty even across the board, I'm going to go with what I would have decided for, and that would be collect them on our own property. So, yeah, there's no property flipping either. I can't buy property, grab the collectible, turn around, and sell the property. So again, I got told these are worth like $15,000, give or take. I'm hoping that's all they're worth. If they're worth a lot more than that, then I may change my mind. But if you're wondering where the first one I'm collecting, this is where Grandpa, well, I call him Uncle Walter, which he's inside because it's snowing. But this is where Grandpa Walter / Uncle Walter is. And he's building a chicken coop, I would say. But there is one collectible here. 19,000. Okay. It's getting a little bit on the high side, but for the beginning stages of what we're doing here, I am okay with that. The other one I know of that's on our property is at the dairy production. I think it was the dairy production. Yep, right there. So is this one 19,000 as well? It is. I mean, okay, so there might be 19,000 a piece. That could have been changed in the last update. Because I got told they were like 15,000, but mine are finding at 19. And I'm on hard economy, so I don't know if that changes the value or not. But that does bring us up to $172 in our bank account, which is a nice thing to have because we're going to be zipping on through the winter months. I got monthly payments to make. Oh, what is on the sale page? Well, there's a baler, which is not bad, but I don't want... Oh, it is from the selectable bale capacity pack mod 2. So I could do 129 centimeter bales. And it's only 30,000. I think I'm going to buy that. I'm not really a fan of the round bales, but since I can make it high capacity, I'm fine with it. This will not wrap bales. No, this doesn't have the option to wrap bales. Yeah, okay, there we go. You know what, I should just buy it because we just got almost $40,000 worth of collectibles, and that was $30,000. Now I got a baler and I don't have to lease one. That works out for me, I guess. We'll leave it at the store, they'll be fine with it. Let's go ahead and sleep, but we also got to keep our eye on the sheep and the goats on the meadow grass that they have. I'm hoping to get some all the way to March, actually even April, because the grass has to regrow, and it doesn't start regrowing again until April. Or sorry, March. So we got to make sure we get on through. So yeah, we're down to 132,000 property income. Yeah. Hopefully they still got like 15,000 liters left. They got 19,000 liters left, which is not too bad. They are building up with a little bit of wool and a little bit of milk, but I want to bring it on down in March if I can, right? Because I haven't made fabric yet, but fabric should be May, right? Is it May? April/May, so maybe I better bring it down in February. Well, we'll see. The only thing on the sale page is the grain header. Yeah, we're all set. Let's go to bed. Nothing else to do. I don't do contracts on the series. Don't plan to. Hopefully I don't have to. Unless, you know, I really want something that come up for sale on the sale page, and I'm short like $5,000, I may do a contract. But before that, probably not. All right, February down to 123, which is fine. Oh, good, the snow is gone. We got some... Really? Really? Don't you love it when the game does this? All the items in the sale page, and they give me 2 of the 60/30 grape harvesters in the sale page. You got to be kidding me. So neither one of those I want. And a John Deere 9R, which, don't get me wrong, I would not mind having on the farm. But since we already got the Voltra, we don't need something like that. So we are good. Boy, let's go ahead and let's go visit the sheep and goats. And this should get me right there, which we are at. So we're going to bring down the wool, and of course we're going to bring down the milk as well. And we're going to fire up the spinnery to get our fabric up and going. It looks like they got plenty of grass left, so they should be good. 17,000 liters. So yeah, they're not going through the grass that much. But then again, we don't really have a full pen there either, so that is all good. Let me zoom on in here so I can see what we're doing. And then we'll get to, of course, the month of March, where I'm going to be planting some crops. We got 2 fields that need to be planted. Last year we did plant canola in what was the canola field with canola again. But this spring, of course, I want to plant some oats and barley or wheat to fill up the grain mill. That is what I would like to do. I think I parked my trailer maybe just a little bit too close when I brought it back up the other day. There we go. There's those 2. I think the ratio for fabric is 3 to 1. So for every 3,000 liters we put in, we'll get 1,000 liters of fabric out. You're really trying to pick it up at that angle? I know, not the greatest. Just earlier today, as I'm recording this, I was playing on New Hope, and I loaded up a whole bunch of stuff from the sawmill and did it, well, for me, a decent job loading it on up. But that was with a telehandler. I don't find the front loaders on tractors as easy as a telehandler. I'm definitely not one for a forklift. I definitely prefer telehandlers. Even a wheel loader. A big size wheel loader would not be bad. I haven't used a wheel loader with pallet forks on it in a long time. Alright, we'll grab this milk here. Actually, we should have, almost at this point, some more goats on the farm, I would think. What are we up to? Or let me look at here at what we got in the goat pasture. Yeah, so we got... You guys are reproducing. Okay, so we got them. And we got them. So, we got 10 of them giving us milk. These are not giving us milk as of yet. And then we're starting to get a decent amount of sheep in there as well. Well, as long as they can handle it. So, if I really want this pen... Originally, I didn't want this pen to get too full, and I was going to sell them, or, yeah, close your ears if you don't like this part. I thought about putting down a butchery, but as I got told on the butchery I was going to use, it loses money, so I may not do the butchery here. But I was going to kind of sell the animals as we go along, if we couldn't handle, or if they couldn't, you know, if they were eating too much grass, then maybe we'll have to sell some. I don't know, I kind of like the fact of getting more milk and wool going before we get that far. We'll see how it goes. Just have to go month by month, year by year. Anywho, let's spin on down to the spinnery. Drop this off and then go to the dairy and we'll drop off the milk. I suppose I can turn on the milk. You know, the milk could be, sorry, not the goat cheese could be a good price in March. I don't think it will be. I think we've gone past the 2 months of the high prices, which is usually October, and for some reason I thought it showed January, but I thought it was used to be October and sometime in June when I was on Riverbend Springs, but that was a while ago. But yeah, we'll just make it, and when it's a good price, it's a good price. We have been making bread since we started today. The bakery had a lot of flour left in it. So actually, maybe I should check the price on the bread today, see if it's still decent. And maybe I will sell that, or just keep it until next year. And then that way, next year, we can sell a whole bunch of bread and have a good rush of money coming on in. Again, still learning my way around this map, little by little. Every time I think I know where I'm going, I take a wrong road. And I'm on the upper section when I want to be in the lower sections, or I'm on the lower sections when I want to be in the higher sections. But I'm slowly getting there, especially with the route from the sheep goat pen on down to the production buildings. Getting to know that route rather well. Yeah, I did not notice, I'm sure that baler that I just bought on the used section. I'm sure that was there last episode, but I did not notice it was from the selectable bale pack from Farmer G. So knowing that I can upsize the bale size, that is what I want to do. I don't want so many bales around. It'll be a good starting baler, if you will. So it's good for straw. Yeah, so we may get a grass field this year. But it looks like the sheep and goats are doing just fine. They'll be fine without running out of grass. But every time I do take this route, I keep thinking, man, I should get like myself like a JCB to go faster, but that's a lot of money for a tractor just to transport back and forth. And then I start thinking, well, 26 miles an hour is not slow, but then again, it's not fast either. So we have collected 2 of the collectibles. There's 23 more. So there's a good chance there might be one at the spinnery as well. Could be one at the grain mill. I don't know. I'm not going to go out looking for them today unless something comes up on the sale page where I just can't wait to buy it. Again, we're only going to do it now. Collect the collectibles that are on the property that we own. Alright, here we are. Almost. Left-hand turn. Alright, this will grab the wool. Keep my eyes open as I drive through for a golden apple. Oh yeah, I also noticed when I logged in today, I just haven't seen them until today, but there are logs behind our silo, and they're not decorative logs, they're actual logs. So if I wanted to, I could sell that wood. I don't know how much I would get for it, but I have no way to really pick it up other than with this front loader, and then I guess throw it into a back of a trailer and bring it to, well, probably the sawmill will be my best bet. Alright, we're going to leave this tractor here for now, after I dropped off this goat's milk, of course. There we go. I'll leave this here. Alright, let's turn those factories on. So, spinnery, out of wool. So we got, we're going to get a pallet at least. Activate that. Yeah, so 3 to 1. So 3,000 liters to 1,000. So we're a little short on getting another one. But maybe the sheep will give us enough to get us another pallet before it comes time to sell the fabric. Goat cheese will activate that. And that should give us almost 2,000 liters of goat cheese. So that's good. All right, let's get back to the farm. Looks like I left my Voltra. Well, I left my Voltra at the farmer's market. I'll bring this back, and we'll skip on to the month of March. And we'll start planting one of our fields. Back home, and yeah, I almost forgot about the bread, but I remembered just in time, just the nick of time, in a way. The price right now is $17.63. It's like $200 less than the peak price. It's still not bad, but since I already brought the trailer back up to the goat and sheep pasture, I'd have to drive all the way back down roughly where we were to sell the bread. So I think I'm going to wait to sell that. You can see the goat cheese, though, price is going back up, but yeah, it's selling for $18.52 out of $19.18, which is not bad. So we'll see what it does when we get to March. So the good news is the grass field should be regrowing where the sheep and goats are. So they're good for another, well, at least until fall. And we'll see how many goats and sheep we have when fall comes. And maybe I'll have a grass field by then. Now that I have a baler, I don't have a wrapper or anything like that, but we could probably make silage bales from the excess grass, but one step at a time. What do we got here? Well, nothing that we need. We got ourselves a subsoiler, and we do have ourselves a mower, but that's not the kind of mower that we want. Oh yeah, so by the way, the logs are right here. You can see they're 5 meters long, and they weigh 648 kilograms, and there's 3, 7, 12, 18. I counted 18 quickly. Don't know what I would get for them, but yeah, for now, they're just going to stay there. Let me just double check on the sheep and goats. I mean, they should be fine. Yeah, they're fine. Don't really have a full pallet. How did our factories do overnight? Well, it went through all the goat's milk, so let me go ahead and turn that off. And the spinnery. Wow, went through almost all the fabric. Oh, sorry, almost all the wool, not the fabric. Went through almost all the wool. It's got like 1,000 liters left, so not too bad. So yeah, we got, got turned around here in the farm. We got these fields down here. One is canola that we planted last August. And that should be looking like a pretty good field. Should have no weeds. Everything should be good. You can see yield, expected yield 123 out of 125. So it's just 2% under what the expected yield is for the soil type. We got this field over here, which I think last year was oats. Oh, no, wait. This was this might have been barley. Barley. So I may put the oats in here, and then we'll put the barley over in this field over here. That's what I think we will do. So let's grab the Voltra and we get started on planting that. The Voltra is right over here. And where did I put... No, I see it right over there. Almost right where I knew it would be. Our planter is right over there. Excuse me, our drill. Don't want to say planter because, well, planters and drills are different. And on this map, wait, they didn't change it in the last update. Maybe I should double check that. Nope, we can still plant barley and wheat in the spring here. Okay. Just wanted to be sure. Well, I would have been told otherwise if I started to plant. It would have said, hey, this is the wrong season for that. Alright. Go ahead and unfold this. So we can top this off with some fertilizer. And while we're here, might as well top it off with seed as well. Alright, we'll switch this over to... I think I'll stick with barley and oats. Kind of forgot how you were getting to your own field. Yes, I did. Alright, so let's go on down the hill here. None of my soil should be out of date, but let me just double check this. If I go to here, so yeah, if it was blacked out, that means it's out of date. Like we have over here, I'm not sure why we got some parts of the field over here that's out of date. Even little pieces here and there on this field are as well. But for the majority, we should be all set. I'm not going to soil sample the entire field just because we got a couple of specks here and there. So yeah, this drill, in the distant future, I would like to upgrade. 6 meter wide is not bad. 9 meter wide would be okay. I am still waiting for my 12 meter wide direct drills to come up on the mod hub. Someday they will. I may have to double check. I think someone told me in a live stream that the horse are there, but when I asked, wait, are they direct drills? They didn't reply. So maybe they're not direct drills that they were referring to. Definitely prefer the direct drills because I play with precision farming on, and that is, I want to say very important, but it's definitely helping our scores stay up on the fields. So the Vulture should have no problem hauling this around, as we know, and it shouldn't take us too long, but we're going to go ahead. I'm going to plant the barley in this field, and then I'm going to go right over into the next field, and I'll start planting the oats in that one. And maybe after a while, I might actually get a worker. To do that while we go up to the goat and sheep pasture, and we'll grab more dairy products and wool. Get that delivered on down because we're getting to almost the time of year to sell that fabric. But first things first, let me get some of this drilling done. Coming down to the final triangle here. As I'm planting, of course my brain is doing the farm manager thing, as it tends to do. And I'm thinking about, okay, so what do we do this season? What are we looking to get done this year? And I definitely would like to get another field in our inventory, if you shall say it that way. But yeah, getting another field, because we got 3, which are decent size. But until I get another field, more fields just mean more money. And definitely would like to see one. And then it was like, okay, but, what is my plan here in purchasing a field? Do I get one up by the sheep and plant grass? And that way, if we get a lot of sheep and goats, we'll have a grass field I can take grass from and make some bales, and that way we have some in storage. Or, buy a field down here, make grass, and do silage, and then I can bring the bales up that way. Or just buy another field and put like another different type of crop into it. I think I gotta see what field I can afford, and then go from there. And that's probably my best bet. Maybe wait until harvest season, and maybe we can buy a field that has a crop in it that we would like to have, especially a cereal crop, since we got the grain mill to make flour and such. Actually, you know what? Let me stop by, because might as well top this off with seed and fertilizer. Because the next field will probably take a good amount. That field is bigger than what I just did. Alright, filled up with seed and fertilizer. Thank you very much. Yeah, I thought I was going to start planting this field and then hire a worker, but it'd be much easier if I hire a worker to get started on it, go do the work that I need to get done, and then when I come back, whatever's left, then I can take over. It's much easier that way. But that barley field took a while to plant. Yeah, definitely a bigger drill is on my radar, but yeah, it's just going to have to wait, because I don't like the 9-meter wide Novak direct drill in the base game. I just don't like it. Alright, so we get course play. That is interesting. Course play does not work on this map. I just used it today on New Hope and worked no problem. Why does that not come up? Is there a conflicting mod? I'm trying to think what mod this map uses that New Hope does not. Wait, not settings. Sorry, controls. Courseplay. It's down here somewhere. Let's see here. Open GUI delete. Second key. Let me find. Let's see. What key do I want to use? If I do N key, increase run speed. Well, I'll use that as well. Let's see if that works. I did not save it, because I'm a moron. Let me scroll back on down. I always forget to save that. Yeah, so we'll do that. Okay. Save controls. Yes. Why does Courseplay not work on this map? Well, I guess I'll have to use an AI worker, which is not what I'm very fond of doing. I swear I've used Courseplay on this map before. I don't know what mod is that's on this map that's conflicting with Courseplay. Alright, well, either way, we'll let the worker do what it needs to do. We're just going to teleport on up to the sheep and goats. Oh, wait, I did leave this down here. Man, I thought I drove this back. I have no idea what I'm doing tonight. Not a clue, but that, you know, what else is new? What is the bread price? $17.33. It's $4,000 less. Do I want to sell it? I'm going to say no, because I'm trying to think, what do I need $30,000 more for right now? Let's have a look around here. I know I've done this before. But up here at the sheep and goats, we got field number 7, which is $97,000. I can buy that now. That looks like to be a grass field, though, which is fine. Yeah, it's a grass field. Field number 5, $135,000. So it's got to be roughly about the size of that field there. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wait. $117,000. That is a nice field to have. 106 potential. And they haven't planted nothing in it. Alright, so I said I wouldn't do contracts, but if a contract comes up for planting in field 33 and it's a crop I want, that would be good. Get paid to put the crop in. And then buy the field. But no one is planting yet. No one wants to plant any crop yet. Well, all right. I know it's early in the March, but early bird gets the worm. All right, I need to drive up. I thought I left this at the sheep and goat pen, which I did not. But I need to go up there, grab the wool, and grab whatever milk is up there. And guess what? Bring it right back on down here. So I'll meet you up at the pen. I'm not sure that trip is starting to feel longer and longer. I guess that would be true. It's just like in real life when you take a road for the first time. It may think, oh, it's a nice drive, great scenery. You take the road again, it doesn't seem that bad. But after about the 10th, 12th time, you start to think, yeah, this road sucks. Maybe. So we can see the grass is starting to regrow in the pen, which is good. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot up here, but we got to get it in. I'm hoping this, let's see, how much more do I got left in there? Is that going to help kick out another pallet? Let's see, 3 to 1, so that's like 200 liters. That give me up to almost, that's going to give me up like to 700, so I need like, yeah, I don't have enough. Don't have enough to make another pallet. Well, it was either do this or, you know, me be planting another field. I think getting one of the Franks to do that is fine. Alright, so I didn't grab the other pallet. I swear they put these pallets just the right distance apart so you can't grab 2 pallets with the forks. Unless you're very precise with it. And that I am not. Alright, so maybe I'll actually just leave that there. No sense of bringing it on down. And hopefully we'll get, well, I mean, we will get some more in the near future. Yeah, the grass is regrowing. And you guys should be fine on the food, right? Yeah, pretty much. I'm hoping they're taking... I mean, it looks like they are taking the grass from here. You guys happy with your food? Well, someone over there said they were. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Actually, you got all three stages. You got your newborn. That's a goat. Do we have an adolescent sheep around here somewhere? This is like an adolescent sheep right there. And then, of course, you got your full-size sheep. Yeah, they're all happy. So, yeah, what else? You know, let's actually drive. I say drive. We're going to jump over to the grain mill currently. And I am going to look just real quickly to see if there is a golden apple around here somewhere. Yeah, I'm just surprised that there's no planting contracts currently. Looking all around the silos. So yeah, we do own all this property here. I feel like these golden apples are going to stick out. But I don't know how creative they got in hiding the golden apples here. I mean, the first two I found, but you know, when you find them that easy, it's just because you saw them. Other people may not see them, but to me, those were sticking out rather easily. Yeah, I don't see nothing right away. Because I was thinking, oh, get that apple. Maybe we'll buy that property and just start working it right now. But yeah, I'm a little shy on being able to afford it. Just walk around here a bit. This does look like the rope production. Do I actually own this property over here? Do I actually own this spot? No, I do not. It's actually just a little sliver over here. So if I found it over here, collecting it would be against my rules. So yeah, I'm too far away. So even if I found it by the gate, I don't think I can afford it. All right. Oh, wait. Did I check the sale page this morning? Yes, I must have, because I remember all that. Yeah, so I am eyeing up now field number 33, but currently there is nothing in it. And also I can't afford it. Looks like they put cotton in there. Is that growing? Yes, it is. All right, so we don't want that. Yeah, so it looks like field number 33 is what I'm going to be aiming for. 117,000. I could buy it today by selling some stuff. And like I said, yield potential is 106, which is pretty good. So that's pretty good soil. It's all sandy loam mostly, and loam. I think loam is the best soil type that you want. I think that's the way it works. Not too sure. What is my worker doing? Looks like they're going. All right, so they did one half of the field. Now they're going to do the other half of the field. If anyone is having issues on Chambergo with course play, or if you get course play to work, let me know, because I'm not sure. I just used it today on New Hope with no problem, and I don't know what mod I'm using here. I'm definitely using more mods on New Hope, I think. So I'm not sure why course play is not working here. Have no idea. Well, anyways, I'm going to let the worker do a little bit more here, but yeah, I think we did enough planting for today, and I think that's going to wrap it up for today. That's all we got left to do is plant this, so I'll probably finish planting this at the beginning of the next episode, and we'll kind of speed through the rest of the month. I will keep my eye on field number 33. Again, I don't want to do contracts, but the way I'm going to look at it is I'll do the planting in that field if it's the crop I want to put in, because it's be just the same as if I bought the property and then planted it myself. But it would be nice if I got paid to plant my own future field. But I just remembered something now. If I plant that field, it's going to be without soil sampling, and then the numbers are going to be all off. I think it's something for me to think about, so maybe not worry about doing a contract in that field. It'll throw it all off. But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. If you want to help me a little bit more, thumbs up buttons down there. Thumbs down buttons there as well. You know about that. And of course, if you're new here and you like this kind of content, you might want to think about hitting that subscribe or notification bell so you don't miss out on more content like this. But yeah, going to wrap it up for today. Again, appreciate you guys watching as always. I'll catch you again right here on Chambergo. But until then, have a good one.